Salt Bay. He's come to the UK, come to London.
If he comes over to you and puts his meat in your mouth.
Don't say it like that.
Wait,
See, don't say it like that.
Hold on.
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Those man that voted Brexit are the same Donnies that are sitting in the road trying to stop all that traffic.
Oh. Now that is mad. You see, when that AJ fight finished, I turned the TV off and I stared at the wall for about 5 minutes.
He got outboxed.
I am Phil. I am very Phil.
Bro, Shell even tweeted, or they put on Facebook, that we don't have a shortage of petrol.
Yeah, no.
The media has made you panic.
Yeah.
If you do panic, we're going to have a shortage.
We're recording, you know.
So I thought, let me just get some behind the scenes. Is that a problem?
No.
Okay, perfect. How you doing though?
I'm really good, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
This
It's
is
such a good week, do you know what I mean?
good week.
What a week.
We just started the week.
What a week.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Sometimes, you know, when you have like a semi-weird week, yeah? You just have to pretend it was amazing.
Was it last week that we went strawberries and creams?
It was last weekend, yeah.
That was good though.
But obviously, by the time they see this, it'll be 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that was good. That was a good vibe.
Strawberries and cream, I think that's probably the first festival that I've been to, VIP.
Oh, look
at
you.
No, shut up. What, have you been VIP before in a festival?
Nah.
So it was both of our first time then?
Yeah, I know, but it was just funny the way you said it.
No, I'm just saying, like, don't you think it was a different experience?
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
I don't want to go to a festival normally again.
I said exactly the same thing.
Where they had Nando's for free.
For free, bro.
What else did they had? Bel Air.
For free. Big up,
Flipping-
yeah. Hold tight.
Flipping- Yeah, you're
Hold
guy for
tight,
that.
yeah.
What else was there? It was just a better experience, but also it's like when you're slumped, you can just go and chill off in that area and
Just cool out. And when you were slumped, you see this guy?
Don't do
Hey,
that.
no, wait there.
Are you gonna lie now? No, but the worst thing about it is I had a knee injury, bro.
Okay.
So
What's
obviously
that got to do with you getting waved, bro?
I wasn't waved like
Yes,
that.
you was. I know. Do you know what the funniest thing is, yeah? The people that we was there with, big up Hamza, big up Ella, big up Henry.
Yeah.
Halfway through the event, we was in the area where they was putting on their Nando's and all that, yeah. This guy comes up to me, he's like, bro, I'm faded. I'm faded. That's what you said. And you went to sit down and I said, if you sit down, you're going to embarrass me.
No.
I said that. Yes, you did.
You know what it is? It's because, I don't know. It was just a different experience. I enjoyed it. But I wasn't waved like that. But the heat, you know what I mean? We were vibes in. We were at that. What was the booth that they had when it was all girls and the all girls booth? They were playing Afro beats and that.
Clark's.
Yeah, that was good.
I think it was called Girls Can't DJ.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
I feel like they did well in terms of like separating like different genres and stuff.
One of the things that I found interesting about that whole festival was the mix of people.
Bro.
Like when we was walking through, like black, white, Asian, cool, right? But ages as well. Like you had 18-year-olds in there, you had 45-year-olds in there.
Yeah.
You had every person you can imagine. You had goths, you had you had goths, you had like the hipsters in there. You had people like you know what I'm saying, like
what
the
does
begs.
That mean? See, you know what it is? When you force it, doesn't bang at all. You haven't got that quickness.
Oh,
like
whatever,
me,
man.
do you know what I mean?
But it was a sick event, I can't lie to you. Yeah. Big up the people that put on the strawberries and cream car. You lot did your thing. Real talk.
Yeah, no, it was hard still.
How was your week anyway?
Weekend, you know what the maddest thing is, bro? I could have gone to Chelsea City, yeah.
I'm glad you didn't, to be honest.
Yeah, because we lost anyway. But
we're gonna get onto that in a bit.
We don't have to go into it really.
We will. But it's cool.
I could have gone, but then it was my bro's daughter's first birthday,
right? And
I was supposed to be playing a football game in it, but the football game was in and around the time of Chelsea City in it.
Techie.
So as they asked me, I was like, yeah, like in my mind, I was thinking, like, I gotta go. But then I'm also thinking that I need to be that guy that says, you know what, let me put the team first and all of that. Bro, as soon as I got off that call, the team put in the WhatsApp, our game might be cancelled. Bro, I could have screamed, bro. Like, you know, it's like, fam, other games, fair enough, like, but Chelsea City, even losing, though, the experience, regardless.
Was it cancelled, the game?
The game was cancelled, bro. I watched that game in my bed, and we lost. It was mad. Still, it was mad. I'm never putting anyone before Chelsea like that again.
Yeah, but it's probably a good thing you didn't go, fam.
Why?
Because that pain's different. No, I can't lie. Being in the stadium when your team loses is a separate pain to watching it in your bed.
Nah, not really, because at least you're surrounded by fans that you can vent with as well. Like, and to be fair, the loss wasn't that drastic. It was just okay. You got outclassed, you got outperformed, but it would have been a good experience being there from the jump. Like, but yeah, not doing that again.
After having seen that performance, do you still think Chelsea can win the league?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
that was just a one-off. I think we played well. At the end of our last game with the 3-5-2, so he thought going into this game, let's play 3-5-2, and it didn't work. We go back to the drawing board. You know, it's that simple sometimes.
I hear that.
What about you though? Because
I mean, we had a really good weekend.
Yeah, I know.
Me personally, I really enjoyed my footballing experience over the weekend. Do you know what? For the first time in a while, yeah, I enjoyed watching the team play. For the first time,
it was a good. Ages. You guys played really well.
Like, don't get me wrong, Tottenham weren't good,
but still, they've been not good and beat you lot.
Exactly. So we actually played well. Like, we had the game sewn up in the first 40 minutes.
40 minutes, yeah.
So, like, it was nice to actually watch it and not have the tension. Like, I didn't watch it at the beginning. I only started watching it after we was winning 3-0.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm one of these guys. I'm bare superstitious. If I feel like my team's going to perform well, I won't watch it.
That is so funny, man.
Because I don't want to be like, if I watch it, we'll play bad.
Yeah. I hear you. I used to think like that, but then I deeps like
it's not
got nothing to do with anything.
It's got
do you know
nothing
what I mean?
to do with anything.
But do you know what's so funny about Arsenal and Arsenal fans especially? And I'm not saying, because in general fans are really fickle.
Yeah.
But it's just so funny seeing the difference in reactions when you win and you lose. And I hear it, like, it can be two extremes, but bro, it's with Arsenal, I think it's just too extreme.
People get me so mad. There was a conversation had on Sky Sports today, yeah? And the title read, "Is Mikel Arteta the next Arsene Wenger?"
No.
I swear down. And I couldn't believe what I was reading. Big up Joe Tomlinson was involved in the conversation. He said, "What are you talking about? Like, how is this even a question that's being asked?" Literally 3 weeks ago, Arsenal fans were trying to find a replacement.
Yeah.
And now you're saying he's the next Wenger. Come on, what's going on? But, like, I don't know. I love Arsenal, but the fans frustrate me a lot. Like, a lot.
Because they're just mad fickle.
It's just mad fickle, and it's irritating. Because online, they're almost like the most vocal. And because the AFTV is so prominent in our industry and within the scene, they're always getting airtime. And like I've said to you before, AFTV is probably the only fan channel that other fans will seek out and watch. Yeah. Because of the madness that they say.
Yeah, but also, it's interesting because I don't even know if there's other fan channels, but I don't know what it is with AFTV. Obviously, because Arsenal have been bad for quite a while now. Like, on and off, quite consistently, but it's entertaining as well. Like, I think it's a credit to this. This might be the only credit to the fan base. Like, you can be entertaining when you're reviewing games. Like, obviously there's extremes. Like, we've seen extremes like Troops in them, man, when they do too much. Yeah. But at the same time, I still think, like Kelechi, he's funny, bro. Like, them man are funny.
I think it's also forced to an extent, but that's partly because of the fact that they know they're on camera, innit? Like, whenever anybody's on camera, then they're going to accentuate their personality or their character a little bit, just to get that entertainment value. But since we're on the topic of sport,
that's what I was going to say.
Boy, this weekend, heartfelt. My heart was hurting. You see, when that AJ fight finished, I turned the TV off and I stared at the wall for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, it was extreme. It was an extreme L. Just because it wasn't even like tight, bro.
Nah, not at all.
It wasn't tight. It was really like you got outclassed as a boxer and you couldn't even complain. Because, you know, I think there was a fight in the undercard. I think Ricky Hatton's son, there was like controversy around whether he won or not. Yeah. Which is mad. Which is mad that can happen. But I didn't watch it. But I just heard it was mad.
It was mad, bro.
I even heard like betting companies were giving people the bread back because that's how bad it was.
One of our friends, Mills, put a bet down on that fight for the other guy to win. and he would have won something like off £30. He would have won something like £750. Yeah, and they gave the fight to Campbell Hatton, and everyone was just losing money. I didn't even know that the betting companies did that, but that's right.
Nah,
the way the fight was
it mad?
Robbery.
Really? That's crazy. But that's what I was saying. They can't even say that this was a robbery, bro.
Not at all.
He got outboxed. Like, you know, when it got to the latter stages of the fight, I was thinking, you know what? He's going to realize that he's losing, so he's gonna come out and really like do something. Like we've seen. Like, do you know what I mean? But it was just round on round, just getting.
Fam, do you know what the worst thing about it is, right? And not to break down the boxing too much, because you can go and watch that other places and they'll do a better job than us. But going into the fight, what really frustrated me is that people were not giving Usyk the credit that he deserved. The geezer is a pound for pound great currently, right? You don't unify the cruiserweight division without being a top tier boxer.
Yeah, facts.
It doesn't happen. Yeah. So only three men have won the cruiserweight world championship, world title, and the heavyweight world title. 3 men: Evander Holyfield, David Haye, and now Alexander Usyk. Now, I don't want to hear. I've been saying this. I don't want to hear no AJ slander. None.
They do too much.
I don't want to hear no AJ slander because people were genuinely on his penis for time. Yeah? For time.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So, anyone who's jumped ship now and is doing, he was never that good anyway, save it. Yeah? Save it. But put some respect on Usyk's name.
No, yeah, facts.
Because he's hard.
No, and that's the thing. Like, you're allowed to be upset at a fighter losing. Everyone was supporting AJ, bro. Do you know what I mean? But when he gets outboxed like that, and it's like even till the last second, they even bust him with the last 5 seconds because he could have literally got knocked out. He put his tongue out and it's like, bro, come on. Because he went back to the corner and he was breathing heavily. Bro, he was breathing heavily. I've never seen him like that.
Never.
Like, I even wanted to make an excuse that maybe something happened and he couldn't breathe properly or he couldn't see out of his eye. But
he couldn't see out of his eye,
but still that happens in fights. You know what I mean? So, but the slander that he gets, I think people, and that's the thing with the UK in general, like especially online, they will just boy you.
They love to kick you when you're down.
Yeah,
that's the problem, right?
Love it.
Like, everyone enjoys the aftermath. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when Dylan White fought AJ and AJ knocked him out. I think it was maybe like 3 weeks after the fight, people were still posting memes of Dylan White with his head through the ropes, with his eyes rolled back.
He got the knock.
He got knocked clean out. It was a mad thing, yeah. But people like the whole kicking you when you're down. People enjoy it. And in boxing, it doesn't really get much worse because it's mano y mano. Yeah, it's not Chelsea versus Man City. Yeah, it's you versus the Donny.
Yeah.
So it's different and it's even more intense. But I'm kind of glad it happened. Partly because I feel as if this gives AJ the opportunity to write something incredible in history, right? If he comes back from this and wins the rematch, then you're the 3-time world heavyweight champion. You've got beat twice and you've rematched and you've won again twice.
Yeah.
Like, there's only a handful of people who can say they're 3-time world heavyweight champion, you know? You're talking like the Ali's. We're talking that kind of to come down and get back up, bro.
But what are you saying? Do you think he can do it though?
He can win a rematch.
You don't think he can do it?
No. Stop. He can. He can win it.
Yeah.
Do I think he will? I don't know. He didn't show me anything in that fight that could tell me he's got the opportunity to do so. There's no look or anything that he showed me in that fight to make me think, do you know what? He's got a chance.
He still caused damage though. It just wasn't as consistent.
He caused visual damage.
Yeah.
Like, there was a quote that Usyk said after the fight in the ring. He said, he was decent, but nothing special. Nothing special.
And you know them, man, they say it with no emotion, so it's even more of a vial.
Bro, did you see the interview with him after? When he was in the dressing room?
It doesn't even make sense.
How do you feel after winning the heavyweight championship? I am Phil. I am very Phil. Heavyweight champions.
Yeah, he said heavyweight. Like, bro, what? Like, what?
Bro, he's a Viking.
Yeah, he is.
He's a Viking. He's a
robot. Bro, like I said it to you earlier, there was a moment in the fight where I thought round 10, he's going to be a bit slumped. Bro, when AJ came off him, he started running towards man. I said, yeah, nah, this fight is over still. I said, it's over. There's no coming back. Like, it literally was like round on round. You were hoping a miracle happened, but it just weren't happening still.
Bro, you see the man that are from Ukraine, Russia, them areas there, they fight ice. You know, like that? They fight ice and shit.
No, what? Like the bears and all of that stuff. Bro. Yeah, pick up trees. Yeah, smashing their head.
It's not worth it.
It's a bit mad still. But another fight that we have to speak on.
Yeah, we have to.
We have to. It was good for the culture, not gonna lie. But the fight was terrible. You know what I mean? I watched a few rounds. I saw the first, I think I watched it back. I just couldn't watch all of it with the way that it was in it. But yeah, Bounce and Armz. Obviously, Bounce got the win. And I guess he deserved it for some of the stuff that he did.
Yeah.
But it was just...
It was a farce, bro.
But I think it showed the standard and the level of like MMA and
professional MMA athletes.
You cannot try and run that if you're not qualified. They were so tired. I even felt like they need attention, bro. Like when Bounce was on the floor, bro, I said, these man need help, bro.
Did you see him after? In the back, man was laid out, fam. Paramedics on the scene. But this is the thing, right? I think what people fail to understand, in combat sports, there's a huge difference between MMA and boxing. Like, in boxing, it's not even half a fight. In MMA, you're talking about so many different disciplines that you have to incorporate into your thing to make sure you're an effective fighter. It's not only that, but the amount of stamina and energy that it takes just to defend the takedown is 10 times.
Crazy, bro.
It's 10 times what you would expend in a round of boxing. You understand what I'm saying? So for people like Armz, where he's got so much muscle mass, the oxygen is just nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
You get me? And with Bouncer, he's not in amazing shape. So again, same thing. He's going to struggle.
Yeah, I know after first takedown and when they had that little first grapple, they were done.
Finished.
They looked, I honestly, it was so funny seeing the commentary around it and people saying, oh, this is when you do this or when you do that.
Yo, somebody put up a still of them lot, yeah, with the brazzers, you know.
Yo, someone said when you're angry at him but you're tired, yeah.
And then he just well, said when you find the notes in his phone after.
No, I could in his head he was probably thinking, I just gotta try
do something, show something to the judges.
It just was it was bad, so bad. But for the culture, I think it was really good. I think he used himself, like he sacrificed himself to kind of build something that he's trying to build in terms of the wicked and bad and like self-promotion. I proper feel what he's doing and how he's trying to kind of build that. And I'm good trying to build that in terms of that side of the scene in it, because realistically, I don't know, do you reckon it's a good thing or do you reckon it's a bad thing for us to have like our own entertainment?
It would have been a good thing.
Yeah,
it would have been a good thing if the fight was up to scratch.
But Little Man's fight was decent.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you, it's no disrespect, but it's a novelty. Right? No, stop. It's a novelty.
What does that mean?
Like, you're never going to get. wait.
I'm not even looking at you while you say this.
Bouncer will not be able to sell an MMA fight again in the UK. It won't happen.
You reckon?
No, because people are now familiar with your product.
But do you feel like they can do it on a celebrity vibe though? Maybe.
I'm talking about him himself. He won't be able to get involved in another fight for people to buy. He won't. Because now people are thinking, why am I going to tune into that?
But if he gets the right fighters though.
I'm talking about him. He can't fight again.
Yeah, of course not. He don't need to fight again though.
And Armz can't fight again. Yeah, none of them can fight again.
Yeah, they don't need to though.
Even like, bro, today I saw Tyron Woodley.
Oh, he got his tat in it.
Got the tat of Jake Paul saying, I love Jake Paul, yeah. Jolting. I'm not watching that fight again. Not watching it again. Wasn't worth it.
Is it?
Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it.
No, bro. It was meaty. It was meaty, and it was annoying that it was meaty because everyone was talking about Tyron Woodley, you know, former welterweight champion in the UFC. He's gonna give my man trouble. Jake's out of his league. He just didn't pull the trigger. The whole night he was barely pulling the trigger. So when you underperform, you're not going to sell pay-per-views again. The reason Jake Paul and this train has gone on for so long is because he was banging man out.
Yeah.
He banged out Deji. He banged out Nate Robinson. Who else did he bang out? What are you laughing about?
Just your phrasing. But it's fine. It's fine.
You're
He
so
banged him out.
childish.
He banged him out, bro.
Yeah, who else did he banged out a couple, man, yeah?
Another one from basketball.
Yeah.
Basketball, the other sports.
Yeah. Nate Robinson, Ben Askren, a couple other man, yeah? He cleaned them out.
But reason why he's as good though is because he's going to the next challenger. He's not trying to stick. That's why I think Woodley's dumb for even getting that tag, because he's done, bro. He's not coming back to you.
Nah, he's not. He's not going to come back to you.
Like, and you've embarrassed yourself.
100%. And that's on your finger for life, bro.
Like, why would you even think that that's okay, man?
That's poor, isn't it?
Proper weird.
So poor. It is what it is. I just don't see how Bouncer's going to be able to sell himself again. But maybe other fighters. You never know. Potentially.
I think his route should be like down the celebrity boxing and stuff like that. Try to get rappers that want to get into it or whatever and see that, because I think they can definitely do that still. I think
rappers have got too much pride, man. Rappers have got too much pride. I don't see pride. Even with the whole Dutchavelli situation, did you see that?
No.
Bounce was being called out for being a snitch or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then Dutchavelli chimed in. I can't remember what he said, but Bouncer basically said, "Let's box then." I can't lie to you. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Dutchavelli versus Bouncer.
It'd be interesting though.
Why would it be interesting?
I don't know. It's just be interesting.
Can't fight, bro. We saw he can't fight.
Yeah.
So why would it be interesting? How's it interesting?
Yeah, that's true. It's so mad though how that happens. The way they talk it up, and it's like when it happened. I don't know though, because like even as an amateur, if you're learning, like it genuinely is so hard. Like the sport is very hard.
So difficult.
So bro. It's like they're obviously going to talk and say that they're going to do this, they're going to do that. But when it comes down to it, I think when he first had to really move Armz, he said, yeah, this is long, bro. And Armz was out of his depth.
Yeah. They both were, but he just came out on top, innit?
Brazy.
Very brazy.
That was brazy. But another thing that happened, Ardy.
We're talking about rappers just now.
Ardy, he bought his mum a car.
Yeah, a Mini Cooper. Yeah.
And they're not, you know how the internet is, innit? They were just getting onto him. Same thing with the Hardy Caprio situation.
The internet, bro.
It's so weird though. Like imagine buying your mum something that she wants, or you the fact that you're even in a position to outright buy that at your age as well.
He's 18, 19 years old, bro.
And people are bullying you. I think that's so strange, man.
I think more than anything it comes down to jealousy. Because
what people think they would do with the money if they had it. Even though they know that they don't have the money or how much he really has, they think, if I had that money, I'll get my mum a Rolls Royce. You don't have Rolls Royce money.
You don't. And neither does he at this point either. It's unreasonable for you to call him out on buying his mum a gift. Like, this is why, if I was ever in a situation where myself, I was able to put my mum in a situation where I'm buying her a yard or I'm not posting nothing. Because I'm not here for anyone having anything to say about my purchases. Yeah. Because that's up to me. And like, RD has genuinely changed his life in 365 days. Yeah? The RD that was existing last year in September is not the same RD that exists today.
Yeah, facts. So it's strange. It's very strange. Even with the Hardy Caprio, I can't remember what brand or the car it was.
What, a Qashqai or something?
It was like
Nissan
one of those.
Qashqai.
It was one of those Jeeps that like Nigerian parents normally have.
Nissan Qashqai,
yeah. And it's like, bro, you know that Nigerian mums or African mums, they but they love those cars, bro. And it's like she probably genuinely wanted that car.
100%.
And then you're looking online and he's like, nah, she wanted it, so I got it for her. It's like, bro, I could have got a range, I could have got anything, but she wanted this. Why are you trying to tell me what I should get people around me? Why do people think that that's normal? Stop being so inner.
Bro, in last week's episode, yeah, we said, when you end up blowing, you have no obligation to take care of anybody except your family. But when people actually do that, people will still find something to complain about.
Yeah, no, facts.
In every facet, every single way they can complain about, they will. Oh, when the Mini Cooper, oh, come on, bro, you can do better than that. What?
It's so weird.
Come on,
it's so
guy,
weird.
Man.
But that's the thing with the internet. I don't know if we're ever gonna get out this funk of just thinking that you should be able to like have such solid opinions on how people live their lives. I think it's so strange. I think it needs to stop being normalized. And I think even when you watch like these reality TV shows and stuff, I think that's played a part in it as well, because you're shown so much of these people's lives, so you genuinely feel like you can commentate on it and think, oh, if I was in that position, I wouldn't do this, or I wouldn't do that, I wouldn't spend my money on this. And it's just like, bro, just because they're showing you what they're doing, they've not told you how much bread is coming out of their account on a week-to-week basis. They've not told you if even buying that car in itself was something that set them back, because you don't know how much they're making.
Nah.
Like, so just chill out, bro.
Again, it goes back to what we were talking about, and the toxicity within online culture, just within our society. Like, there's never a moment that goes by where there's not some scrutiny behind a celebrity for no reason. No reason. Like, anyone walking the face of planet Earth would love to be in a position where they can buy their mum any car and still be financially stable afterwards.
Yeah, facts.
But somehow he's being ridiculed.
No,
stinky society,
the online society or whatever is terrible. Bro. And one thing that they said that genuinely annoyed me, this ain't even to do with RD, yeah, they compared Drake to MJ, bro. A man that jumped out of a stadium and stood still for 5 minutes and they were screaming. When he moved his head, people started ripping out their hair, bro. As in, people were getting carried out on stretchers because a man was just standing there. You think if Drake just stood there at Wireless for 5 minutes, people wouldn't start shouting like, sing your song, bro? Like, bro, what you doing just standing there, bro? What do you think this is? The closest thing I've ever seen to that type of reaction is when Wizkid came out at Afrofest. And he was wearing like a similar jacket, like it was shiny, and he did this. He had his hands up like this and he was just standing. And real talk, like, people were screaming like on a mad one. But like that MJ video, and you know what I'm talking about, bro, that was different. And not even just that. The time that he came out, the numbers that he done, bro, it's not even comparable, bro.
He sold out 100 shows in the O2 apparently.
No, 50. It was 50.
Was it 50? 50, sorry. 50 shows in the O2.
Sold out, bro.
50.
Drake could never do that.
Bro, we was just talking the other week about the fact that Wizkid got 3 shows sold out in the O2. 50.
Yeah. And they all would have fully been full capacity, bro.
100%, and different people in every single one.
Yeah. Like there's different.
There's levels. Yeah, levels. And don't get me wrong, like Drake deserves his flowers. Yeah, Drake is an unbelievable artist, and when all is said and done, he'll go down as one of the greats. Forget when all is said and done. Right now, he's one of the greats. He's the most streamed artist of all time. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm not sure.
Like he was the first person to hit 1 billion streams on Spotify.
Yeah, his stream game is mad still.
Like he's the most streamed artist of all time.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make him comparable to MJ. You just don't do things like that.
Even the numbers though, in terms of like his records and that, I saw on Made You Think they put something about Eminem's numbers when he first put his album out. I can't remember the actual numbers, yeah. But it was just like, bro, Eminem 50. There was another person, MJ as well, bro, that have just, their numbers are just crazy in terms of actually like when there wasn't streaming and stuff, like these men were really selling albums in the shops and that, and it was crazy.
I was listening to 50 on the way here. I was spinning the same 3 tracks from my yard to here. And bro, he was a different animal.
Yeah.
Right? I don't like to compare people from different eras because I don't actually feel like it's fair. Like, in 20 years' time, 30 years' time, when there's a new artist that's taking the whole scene by storm, people are going to say, it's blasphemy for you to even compare him to Drake.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, as much as I understand why people like the whole comparison thing and this artist in this time and would they perform the same, bro, just stop doing it.
Yeah.
Like, just understand that MJ's time was like nothing we've ever seen before. Elvis's time, nothing we've ever seen before. Don't get me wrong. This period of time, Drake, is like nothing we've ever seen before.
Yeah.
Like, Drake is actually a guy. He's going to go, like, not just hip hop history, music history. He's going to go down history. So don't take anything away from him. Just don't compare him to MJ.
Do it. Just don't do it.
It's not worth it.
Just don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that, man.
But there's been a few other things that have been mad interesting, that have happened. First of all, Salt Bae, he's come to the UK, come to London. Bro, some of the prices that I've seen on in that restaurant, I saw it was £44 for 4 Red Bulls, bro.
Before we even get into that, bro, if he comes over to you and puts his meat in your mouth,
don't say it like that.
Wait.
Don't say it like that.
Hold on.
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Because that's not what it is, bro. It's an experience in a restaurant that some people have and some people don't have. I feel like if you try and make
would you do it? No, forget all of that. Would you do it?
Bro, if it's my birthday and a man's cut the meat... Yo...
Are you allowing him to put the steak into your mouth?
He's a chef, bro. Like,
stop all of that. Don't tell me what he is.
No,
tell me
it only became a thing because...
No, you're doing a lot of waffling.
No, let me tell you what it is. It only became a thing because that Donny didn't like seeing his girl getting the thing fed to her, yeah?
Yeah.
But before that, it was calm. See a man in the restaurant. Bro, if I'm paying 2 bills for steak... Feed me, dog. That's gonna sound so bad, but I'm being honest, bro. No. If I'm being serious though, because did you see how much those things cost? Chips were like £15.
Yeah, too much. All of it, everything on that receipt, yeah, madness.
I need to see you. I'm not coming to this restaurant if you're not there, because you're part of the experience. Salt in it. Yeah, you have to do all of that.
You have to, yeah.
I don't want to see no phony or nothing. Yeah, no, bro.
He's not feeding me though.
Well,
no, he's not feeding me.
I honestly think that if you was there and there was, you would let man in it.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't be like, let me take that. Bro, it's not that deep. What do you think this is?
I wouldn't even want anyone to feed me, bro.
Not even your girl?
Nah, don't feed. I've got two arms.
Grow up,
2
man.
hands.
Let
me do it myself. What are you putting meat in my mouth for? That's weird.
So, but even the way you say it's childish, bro. You gotta grow up, man.
It's not about the way that I'm saying it. Just deep what he's actually doing. He's coming over to the table. He's sprinkling salt
the nice seasoned
all over the meat,
steak.
Bro.
Nice seasoned steak that he made for you, and a part of the experience is for him to take one of those pieces and just...
It's the way he does it, where he's like...
and it's dank.
No.
No. But I'm not going there anytime soon until...
The prices are too much.
Yeah.
Too much. Like you said just then, £44 for 4 Red Bulls.
That's crazy, bro.
What?
That's crazy. But I don't even want to say, everyone's got to know their standards and stuff like that. But if that's what he feels like he needs to do, that's what he feels like he needs to do. But that's genuinely not the only mad thing that's happening around right now, bro.
Bare mad things happening right now, bro.
As in, I honestly think they want us to just disappear. They don't want people in the UK to be happy. Honestly, because I'm seeing the ULEZ thing is getting expanded. I'm seeing petrol shortage. Yeah, and this came from, I don't even know the full details. I've read into a few things, but it's apparently because we left the EU now, shortage of drivers, not wanting to drive over the border, all of this stuff. And now people are doing a madness, queuing outside petrol stations. Petrol prices have gone up. ULEZ is getting expanded. What else is there? What else is even there?
People are panicking to the extent that it's not even human anymore. Like, I've seen videos of people scrapping.
Bro, they're fighting.
Scrapping.
But what even, how does that end? Like, do you finish fighting and then
fill up your tank?
And then you say, you know what, man, good fight. Good bout, lads. You go to that lane, I'll go to this one. Like, bro, why are you fighting?
Where I live here is directly opposite a petrol station. You've been to my yard, haven't you?
Yeah.
Cool. When I look out of my balcony and I see this petrol station, I kid you not, there is at minimum 200 cars either side, yeah? 200 cars to the left, 200 cars to the right, trying to make their way to get into this petrol
and it's
station.
small. That place
That
is
petrol station is
tight.
nuts,
like,
bro.
You can't just get into it and come out. Like, it's maneuvers and that.
You have to. So I can see it visually every single day, and if I open my window, all I hear is beeping. Why are you beeping?
You are part of the problem.
You're not going to go anywhere.
But that's the thing, bro. Shell even tweeted, or they put on Facebook, that we don't have a shortage of petrol.
Yeah, no.
It's the fact that the media has made you panic.
Yeah.
So if you do panic, we're gonna have a shortage.
100%.
But no one's listening now. Everyone's just doing a madness.
Bro, it's like when the panic set in with the toilet rolls.
Yeah.
Remember at the beginning of the pandemic, yeah, where it was probably about not even a month in, maybe 3 weeks into the pandemic. Somehow people thought, mad, if I'm going to be in my yard the whole time, I'm going to be pooing a lot. I need to go and get bare toilet roll. Do you know what I'm saying? And it was just like literally pandemonium, fam. Man was grips in toilet roll out of people's. And you know what the craziest thing is? I don't think we've seen a more selfish time than now. I don't think we've seen a more selfish time than now.
Everyone is just in it. I don't even know what is normal anymore. Like, even, bro, if you're on the tube, yeah, and you cough, even though there's so many different things that it could be, bro,
man will look at them like you're trying to kill them.
Yeah. Like, I remember this was like a few months ago when there was still like those barriers, you can't walk past certain places.
Yeah.
I must have been standing next to one don in Asda to get like chicken or something, yeah. And he looked at me and he was like, bro, do you know the distances?
Oh.
He's wearing a mask, I'm wearing a mask, all of this stuff. But bro, he really looked me in my eye, like bloodshot eyes. He was like, bro, why are you so close to me?
You was shook, innit?
Shut up, man. I got angry because I was with my mum as well, and I was just like, bro, are you all right, bro?
Yeah.
Like, what are you even trying to do here? Because at the end of the day, it's not like we're going to have a Cinderella moment when we both put our hands to the chicken and it's like, oh, you're looking at me and I'm looking at you, bro. You're going to get your chicken, I'm going to get mine, and we're going to walk away.
Yeah.
Bro. But even now, like, the petrol thing, panic.
Yeah, big panic.
The period that we're in now, and I kind of felt like it was going to come regardless in terms of the government and everyone trying to get bread back. Not saying that the petrol has anything to do with that, but the ULEZ that they're trying to expand. You know what? I live in Kent, bro. Why the hell is ULEZ coming near there?
It's weird, isn't it? There's no need for it.
There's no need.
As in, it's basically being expanded to, from what I understand, the A406, the North Circular, down to the South Circular, whatever, yeah? Like that. Around London. Now, Wood Green is within ULEZ, yeah? Tottenham is within ULEZ. I live in North London, right? And it's going to change things. One of our brethren, G, who was here the other day for the podcast, said they're trying to force people who are of a lower economic standing to stop driving. That's basically what they're trying to do.
Yeah. But, bro, do you know what else I saw, which is even crazier? I saw something say that they're trying to basically stop the threshold of you have to make a certain amount to pay back your student loan.
Yeah.
Apparently they're trying to stop that. Like, it might be as soon as you either get into a new job or as soon as you come out of uni, so as soon as you get a job, you're gonna have to start paying your student loan back. It's like, bro, they actually want everyone to just be down, bro. Like, and it's just like, I've never been the type to say, oh, I gotta get out of here. But it might actually be, I might have to look at those options, bro.
You know what you just said? You see, when I'm thinking about getting out of here, right? You know what's mad?
What?
Brexit, right? People were sold a dream, first and foremost, by Boris Johnson, Nigel Farage, whoever else was involved. It's actually the people who voted for Brexit who were doing the whole, let's get Britain back. Let's make Britain great again. Let's get our jobs back. All this bollocks, right, that have put us in this situation now with pretty much everything.
They don't even know what
the EU and the fact that we're not in it anymore is going to provide so much stress.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
But people didn't care about that. They didn't look long term.
But I also think that those man that voted Brexit are the same Donnies that are sitting in the road trying to stop all that traffic.
Oh, now that is mad.
Like they're actually, what they're doing is so counterproductive. I don't think I've ever like witnessed something so clear. Like sometimes I tune into LBC and stuff, yeah, and I hear some people that call in. One woman called in and she was so vexed. Like she was like, they're so stupid. They're sitting in the road with everyone's engines on, it's beeping, everything. It's all going in the air. And they're just sitting there. And the worst thing is when you see videos of them getting dragged away, they put their bodies lifeless, so it's harder to drag them away. And then it's just like, bro, like what? I hear that they've got a reason to do these things, but I just think in the meeting that they had of all the options and what makes sense, I don't think that they thought about this at all.
I understand your passion for climate change. I understand you've got a passion for that, yeah? But surely when you hear stories about there was that family member who had to watch one of their family members pass away in their car because they're stuck on the N25, the ambulance couldn't get to them, they are stuck in traffic for 6 hours and they're watching, I don't know if it was their mum or auntie or somebody, have a stroke in the car next to them, and there's nothing that they can do about it. Nothing. Do you not just sit back and think, do you know what, maybe there's a less intrusive way of doing this protest?
I just don't get it. Like I just don't get it. It's not the people that are driving that you have a problem with, or maybe it is, but surely it's just. It just doesn't make sense, man.
Like that story genuinely broke my heart, bro. I can't even imagine being in a situation where you're sat next to somebody that you love, and there's nothing you can do. Like genuinely, you are powerless in that situation. That person's life is slipping away in front of your eyes, and it's because people just wanted to sit on the M25.
It's so poor, man. But I also feel
crazy
like that. Like I'm not against the feds or on the feds, but at the same time, they need to do better, bro. Like I'm seeing reporters and that get there before these lot all sit down, because like I said, I listened to LBC and they've got reporters there as they're walking in, even talking to some of them before they sit on the motorway, and it's like, bro, you are the police.
Arrest them before they do it.
Arrest them before they do 100%. It. What are you waiting for?
Yeah,
it don't
mad.
Make sense, fam. The police, the way they do things in this, I've never looked at something that the police have done in a long time. I thought, you know what, you lot are really doing a good job. I'm not gonna lie to you,
bro. I just don't ever. I would love to sit down with one of the people that is doing the whole, insulate England thing or whatever it's called, insulate Britain thing, and ask them how they felt after they found out that somebody had died because the ambulance couldn't get to them. I just would love to know what they think of that.
But they'll probably just these type of people, bro. They don't.
They just say it's collateral damage.
Yeah, they don't
our
think
cause is bigger than that.
They genuinely think life is a movie and things don't.
There's no consequences.
It's crazy.
And don't get me wrong, I haven't looked into the ins and outs of why they're doing what they're doing, because I can't lie, at this point I don't feel like I have to. Because when you've actually made it a situation where somebody's lost their life because you've held up traffic, I can't lie, I'm not interested in what you've got to say.
Yeah, it's poor.
I'm not interested in what you've got to say. Like, find a better way to do it. Find a way to do it that's not going to put people's lives in danger, and we can move on. Do you know what I'm saying to you? By all means, be passionate about climate change. Don't put people's lives at risk, though. That's a mad thing. You can't do that.
Yeah, I just think the police just need, in general, because we were even going to talk, and I didn't really want to talk about it, but just because it actually like upsets me, and it was quite local, yeah. But the situation that happened with Sabina in Kidbrooke, it's like, bro, when you deep, like, I'm not saying that there should be a policeman on every corner, or I'm not saying that it's the easiest thing to find someone that is committing these type of crimes, yeah. But I think the area that the park that she was walking through wasn't a well-lit park. I've seen certain people saying, why is she walking there by herself at that time?
I hate that.
Why is she out at that time by herself? And it's just like, that is not the problem, bro.
No.
Like, that is not the problem. And it's not even, it's almost an insult to say that, because it's just like, bro, she didn't deserve to die regardless.
Yeah.
Like, you actually have to think, okay, cool, this woman's... That's what I say about socials. Like, people are so... It's like they're emotionless. It's like this woman's actually lost her life. She was a good teacher. She had a family. It was a shock to everyone. It's even shocked the whole community because that stuff doesn't happen regularly. Do you know what I mean? And that's the first thing you think of. And even at that, I think the police... I'm not going to misquote it, but something came out early doors that made it become such a big situation, because it's like, we have to find who did this, because there's no way in this London you can do that and no one's gonna clock CCTV or the fact that man hasn't even been clocked till now is poor, man.
What people need to stop doing is blaming things like that on the victim. Facts. It's really problematic for me, because what you're almost doing is justifying what happened to them, and that's mad. Like, remember when Sarah Everard died? Got killed, I should say, got murdered. Like, people were doing this whole, why was she there, or like, don't you find it weird that she was even walking in that place when it's dark? Like, don't you think that's just a silly decision? What are you talking about? Like, don't you think the problem is the fact that you even think like that, and the fact that society and women more in particular feel as if they can't go for a walk at certain times because they feel unsafe? Like, you put something on your story the other day where it was something like, this situation is not a problem where what you're wearing should be the issue, where you were, what time you were there. That's not the issue. The issue is men. Like, I had a conversation with one of my female friends, and they said men get really angry when you say you're scared of them, right? Because you can't put all of us in the same basket. I understand that. But at the same time, if you had a packet of Maltesers and they're all Maltesers, but one of them was like shit, one of them was actual poo, you'd be thinking to yourself, I'm going to have to be cautious of all of them.
Yeah.
Because one of them is not a Malteser.
Yeah.
So, I know that's a weird analogy, but what I'm basically trying to say is you don't know who is who.
Facts.
For that exact reason is why when I'm walking home somewhere, it's late, if I see a female, I'm hanging back 15 seconds. I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. I'm crossing the road. I'm doing something within my power to make sure they're aware I'm not even going to come near you. Yeah? I'm not even going to walk past you. I'm not going to walk behind you. I'm going to make it very clear I'm nowhere near you. Because I feel like that's almost our responsibility as men.
But I genuinely do think that it needs to be in the curriculum now. Kids growing up, boys growing up, they need to know how to treat women, bro.
I agree with you.
Because these things happen too often.
Yeah, I agree.
For people to actually say, it was just a him problem, or he went through this when he was younger. No, bro, some men genuinely don't know how to speak, approach, treat women, don't know how to deal with the emotions of hearing no, don't know how to understand how to react if they've been embarrassed in public. Like, bro, a woman shouldn't have to forcefully give you her details or something because she feels she's scared if she doesn't, or get abused. I've heard bare situation, and it's like sometimes you just hear the situation of, I got slapped, or he grabbed me, or whatever. It's like, that shouldn't be happening.
Never.
But it needs to be put into some form of curriculum, bro.
Even me as a man, like, I don't even like to know that my sister's walking home late. I don't even like to know that my female friends are walking home late. I don't like to know that. Because I don't know what's going to happen. You genuinely don't know. And it's so local to you where this happened. Do you know what I mean?
No, then that's what I'm saying. They need to actually know how to take the right action in terms of the person being clocked. They're putting images in that out now. But there just needs to be more. And it needs to be more, and it needs to be more of a like, okay, this situation happened, but how can we make sure that this doesn't happen to the next female? Or what precaution can we take for even what girl, like if it's a girl needs to have this something and it's free, press a button where you are, or like, bro, because it's becoming too normal. We can't start normalizing this shit, bro. It's
too regular.
It's actually poor, bro.
It's not even sporadic.
Like, and it
happens often.
It needs to be the first thing on their agenda now, bro.
1,000,000%. On a more minuscule level, man them need to hold man them accountable.
Facts.
Have to, bro. Like, I've been in clubs often, bro, where
I'm just out of move. Weird, bro.
Very weird. As in, I'll look at a man and think, I saw what you just did, bro. I feel violated. So God knows how the woman feels.
Strange still.
Strange, man. But we're running out of time.
Yeah. Nah, we normally don't end on like such a sour.
I know, but fam,
there's no.
I think it's probably right that we do.
Yeah.
OTR. I know it's a sour note to end on, but if you're still here, like, subscribe. We're here every single Sunday. Let us know what you think in the comment section.
This episode cannot go out without it being on Spotify.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
We need to sort that out.
We need to sort that ASAP. So hopefully by the time you see this, we're dead there on Spotify, man.
Yeah. But yeah, like, subscribe, all of that stuff. Share with friends. Tell them to come. And yeah, man, we'll see you next time.